This is not financial advice. Consult a financial advisor should you need one. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is down 10% on the weekly. As we mentioned before, there is going to be a lot of volatility, and this is that volatility, right? We had spikes to the upside and we had spikes to the downside. We were in an ascending triangle, we broke out, and now we've come back to test support. So what could happen from here is we can break this support, and if we do, we're going to be looking at 39K, right? Or we could just maintain for a while and then try to attempt another breakout. One thing I want you to keep an eye on is look at the weeklies, right? On the weekly charts, there's a wick every week. Wick down, so wick up, wick down, wick down, wick down. That means that every time the price comes up here, to 45K and above, there's a lot of sell pressure. So that's a telltale sign of where we might be headed, right? So there's a good chance that we break down from here. If we do break down from here, do not panic. If we do break down from here, coins that have ran away that you did not have a chance to accumulate, such as ChainGPT or Engine Starter or Hello or Myria or any of these tokens that have run away in price, Lit Labs, you can get them at a discount, right? We are still in an ascending pattern. So any small correction, and a correction is needed, by the way, because if you look at this, we've just taken off and gone to Valhalla. So we do need a correction. A correction here in the 30% mark of a bull market is a buying opportunity because you have another 70% to go, right? So a 30% buy here could be a 30x, 40x in the future, right? So do not despair if we get a correction. We get a correction that's good news. Just make sure you have cash on the side to buy the dips. Not financial advice. Crypto is risky. If you need a financial advisor, consult one, right? To do a quick recap on the market, where we are and what I think is going on. First, let me talk about the ETH BTC because the new trade is Ethereum. It's not Bitcoin. If you look in the weekly on Ethereum, it's been breaking down. Boom, we broke out. Okay, this is what I saw on the Gaffy chart too, and I got into Gaffy, at $1.50. That did a quick 10x, right? So actually did more than 10x. It went to $15, but who's counting exactly, right? So if you look at this going down and then it breaks out, this is a good time to jump into Ethereum because Ethereum now is going to start outperforming Bitcoin. My theory, right? And if that happens, then you make more Bitcoin by holding Ethereum because you could ride Ethereum all the way up until we have another switch and then use that Ethereum that you've made money on to now buy the Bitcoin instead. So now you end up doubling your Bitcoin stack, right? Since Ethereum is pumping, it's helping the altcoins, and in particular, it's helping my altcoins. They wanted to look out for me specifically, my altcoins, and they said, you know what, XL, you mentioned egg. Since you mentioned egg, a meme coin, we're going to pump that for you. So they're pumping egg for me. Egg went all the way up here to, it went to almost a penny. I was mentioning egg back here somewhere. So it's tremendous profits. And again, just to brag a little bit, egg is up 70%. It was up about 100% before, but I'm not really counting, right? And it did that while Bitcoin was down 10% on the weekly. So which means that if you would have held egg and you converted that into Bitcoin, you would have had over 90% more Bitcoin, right? But no one is recommending you to put 50% of your portfolio in a meme coin. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you want to hedge your bets, you want to manage your risk, and if there's a good play, maybe you just you put a little bit into it and just see how it does. And I want to tell you to be careful because it's a meme coin, and this is crypto, and all the time in crypto people rug pull. The devs run off with all of the money. They print more coins and dump it on the market. So just be very careful and don't go all in on a meme coin or a small cap. Manage your risk. and consult a financial advisor if you're talking about financial advice and managing your money, because crypto is very risky. Okay, but that all being said, my cryptos are outperforming the market, right? Gaffy is down today, and it's down 2%. Bitcoin's down 10%. This is down 2%. If you look on the monthly, Gaffy's been retracing, but Gaffy's retraced from $15. It's retracing from $15. I was getting Gaffy at $1.50. It went up to $15, and now it's retracing. Okay, so still in profit on Gaffy, and I'm looking at the red as a buy the dip. That's, hey, we're in a bull market. That's how I see it. I'm going to keep saying buy it, I'm going to get annoying. I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm buying a dip. I'll say that in a bull market. I'm not going to say that when it switches and we go bear. But for now, it's buy the dip, right? And AI Tech, how's it doing today? Down 14%. Buying opportunity for me, right? But remember, I was getting into AI Tech back here. So I'm still up, even though we're retracing. So all coins in general are retracing, right? But my alts are not being destroyed as much as the market. We're still retracing, still coming down. I'm not selling, I'm actually buying, which is, I know it sounds weird, but that's what I'm doing, right? And let's get to CPAD, right? CPAD is up 8%. What is Bitcoin doing again? Bitcoin's down 10% on the weekly. CPAD is up. If I go to the weekly on CPAD, it's up 50%, right? Imagine being up 50% when Bitcoin's down 10%. And that's why you should be part of the Patreon, because my Patreon, they were hearing about CPAD from back here somewhere. That's not even before that, like back here, right? So I'm going to continue to do my research. I'm going to continue to make the moves that I make, and no one can predict the future. I've been pretty good, and it's so good that I'm a little bit apprehensive. I'm like, why is everything working out? Like, literally, it's been like 7 calls in a row, and it's just all falling into place. I'm actually surprised. I'm expecting to be wrong, and it's like, it's just working out. Remember this latest call, right? I just said ETH is the play now, not Bitcoin. And like, why am I mentioning a large cap ETH when we have altcoins and we have these medium caps and these lower caps? Because Ethereum is still Ethereum. Ethereum has been punished for a very long time, and it's been getting crippled against Bitcoin. If we have a breakout here, which it seems like we do, then it starts to seriously outperform Bitcoin. And Ethereum might be the next ETF, right? 11 ETFs for Bitcoin were filed and passed. And the next ETF that they have an eye on is ETH. Everyone's not into ETH yet, right? What do you think is going to happen? Where do you think that money is going to go once the Ethereum ETF starts becoming closer to fruition and is closer to reality? It's going to go into ETH. So as far as my 401k play, I'm only talking about what I'm doing personally. I'm not telling you what you should do. You have to decide what to do with your financial advisor. I'm saying personally, for me, I would be looking at converting some of my GBTC or some of my Bitcoin ETFs into ETH ETFs, because I think the ETH ETFs is going to outperform the BTC ETFs this year in 2024. I was in GBTC, and that's the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, when the discount was huge. We're talking about like 40%. It was like about $8, right? I was getting it at $8, and not many people cared about GBTC, right? So now it's at $38. So I rode this thing all the way. I rode this thing all the way from $8 all the way up to where it is now, right? They might have converted it. That's why it's not showing the full chart. But now the play that I see is no longer GBTC, even though this is going to make money. It's going to continue to. ETH is not ran yet. ETH has been destroyed for like a year. Look at this. That's down, right? What happens when we start going the other way? And if you look at the potential here, the potential of ETH Bitcoin, this is about 80% on Bitcoin, right? So let's say Bitcoin goes up. Let's say Bitcoin goes to 120K. This does that plus 80% times 1.8, almost 2x that. So as far as like a 401k play or one of these investment plays, maybe a Roth IRA, not financial advice. I'm just saying what I would do. As far as that's concerned, I would go into ETH. I think ETH is going to give me a bigger return. The second thing to consider of why this is important, if ETH starts to outperform Bitcoin, that means that the altcoins start to pop, really pop, right? We get closer and closer to alt season when that happens, right? That's what that means. And if you're in the strong altcoins, not just like the average altcoin, but the strong ones, then let's say the market goes up 40%, but your altcoin goes up 3x, right? Because you're in the strong ones, right? So that's why I'm doing these videos, to get the information out there to those that are interested and those that like gains, and to communicate this information. It's very exciting to see it unfold. Short term, where is Bitcoin going? Short term, I think that it's possible that we break down, we come down for a little bit, but I'm not worried because we're still heading into April. If we were to correct even more and we come down to the 30s, man, I'm jumping at the altcoins that ran away, the ones that I mentioned before. I'm jumping into some of those, and I'm just going to hold my bag for the entire ride. I'm not going to flinch at all. I'll just keep on accumulating. So us coming down is actually good for me. We're coming. It's just ridiculous, right? So we're coming down, and I'm like, all right, the ones that I want, I'll get, and the ones that I already have seem to be outperforming the market anyway, right? So it's the best of both worlds, which is just really strange. But make sure you manage your risk. I'll say it over and over again because I know there are people out there that won't manage your risk. There are people out there who are going to put 80% of their portfolio into Egg Dog, and they're going to be like, you promised. No, I didn't promise you. All right. Make sure you manage your risk. I would not buy it when it's 60% up or whatever, but just put it on your radar. If there's a pullback, then maybe you can get in with a little bit in. Get in with $100 or $50. Not financial advice, but that's probably what I would do. The portfolio is looking good. The coins are performing. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention how bullish I am on DexCheck. I am supremely bullish on DexCheck. It's hard to be more bullish on DexCheck than I am. I really like this project. The amount of allocation that you get based on investment is hard to beat with DexCheck. The way how the team members conduct themselves and they handle the information, the potential of DexCheck. It's an AI play and a launchpad and an investment tool and analytical tool and Telegram bots. This is supremely undervalued, and I'm looking for a quick 20x in 2024, and I'm being conservative. I'm looking at a quick 20x from DexCheck, especially after post-halving. You're not going to be able to get into DexCheck the way you would like to. Post-halving, you won't be able to. So I would definitely look out for this one, and I'm watching all the alts are retracing. Yeah, retrace a little bit more and see if I don't just buy a big bag. I'll just buy another bag, right? But that's pretty much it for me. Shout out to the Patreons. You guys should be in good profit now. And not financial advice. Remember to manage your risk. And I will see you all at the top. All right? Take care, guys. Crypto Excel. This is crazy. Where is this going to be? Move the decimal point over. $4.50. And it's soon too, right? It's soon. 2025. Happy hunting.